Hey guys, and welcome to another quick Monster Rise Sunbreak video. In the last one I went over a set for all 5 elements, and this time I'd like to talk about the Blast set. Spoiler warning as always, since Sunbreak is still fairly new, and I'm using a set that is meant for Master Rank 100 and above. So when I first saw the stats of the Valor duels, I noticed the sharpness and thought of trying out Grinder S, which sounds like an interesting skill where you lose 2 levels of sharpness rather quickly at the start of the hunt, so in this case purple and white, and then you sharpen by using speed sharpening and get protective polish to keep both the sharpness and get the boost from Grinder S. The first problem with this idea was I couldn't really fit in all the skills I wanted to have in my set. And the other problem was that apparently Grinder S gives a boost to your sharpness modifier, which means that it's a slight attack and also an elemental attack boost. As you can probably tell, this doesn't make sense on blast duels, so I threw that idea away and I will try out Grinder S when I eventually start working on elemental switch X sets. My next idea for this set was to try out Bloodrite paired with Partbreaker, which synergizes well, as most of you probably already know. I have used the full Malzeno armor set for a while, so I know how good this combination is, and I want to see how well you can build an endgame set around those two skills. And then I also wanted to try and fit as much blast as possible. If you know me well, then you know how much I love using blast weapons, so I kinda had to try and make it work. Another bonus is that Blast also synergizes well with Bloodrite, since Blast procs help quite a bit with breaking parts. So you not only have Part Breaker, but also insane blast damage on your side to speed up things. It's simple. The sooner you break parts, the sooner you start healing from damaging those parts, so I feel like this is an optimal combo. Alright, onto the set now. It does have your usual crit stuff. It only goes up to 90% affinity, but actually that's totally fine even when I'm using Master's Touch on here. I've tried it out, and even when you're missing 10% affinity, with good usage of Ironshine Silk, you should be perfectly fine and stay in purple for quite a while. Next up, the set obviously, as I said before, has Bloodrite level 3 and Partbreaker level 3. Then it also comes with Redirection level 2, which allows you to use the Valor dodge, and Quick Breath level 1 to remove certain statuses like poison or bleeding when dodging, and also heal a little bit while doing so. Another synergy that Redirection has is with Ironshine Silk, since the Valor dodge activates this skill, which means it's another opportunity to resharpen your blades for free. Now onto my favorite part, Blast. So the best thing about the Scorned Magnum weapons is that they all have a level 2 Rampage deco slot, which means you can fit in this bad boy. In my last video about elemental sets, I said that you need to have a level 3 Rampage deco slot to get the most out of dual blades. And I did say that the Dragon element is an exception because of the Valstruck Soul Jewel, but I didn't talk about status duels. Blast is another exception simply because of the Teostra Soul Jewel. What it does is, it increases your blast damage. Not your blast on the weapon, not your blast build-up, we get to that in a bit. I'm talking about the damage each and every single explosion does. And now we get to the build-up, since there's also 2 levels of Teostra Blessing on the set, which increases the frequency of blast procs. And if you want to go crazy, you could replace the 2 Redirection Jewels and the Quick Breath Jewel for 3 levels of blast attack. I wouldn't recommend that though, even if I love seeing insane amounts of explosions during my hunts, but for me Redirection and Quick Breath offer way more value than 3 levels of blast attack. The rest of the skills are utility that I always use as a filler, such as Speed Sharpening, Stun Resistance and Free Meal. Honestly, if you replace some of the utility skills for fire attack, this would work well as a fire set too, since Teostra's Blessing also comes with bonus fire attack and not just blast buildup. You know, I might actually replace my current fire set with this one, and if I remember to do it, you will see the fire version on screen right now. Anyways, here's the blast set again so you can take another look at it. Go ahead and try it out and let me know what you think of it. And with that, that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!